Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm your friend InsideXO. In the previous video, we just learned how to install the Cocos2d-x at our Linux machine. In this video, I'm going to do more exercise or do more experiments, which is we want to know how to make changes at the Cocos2d-x project, so we can do some customize and literally start to create our own games. Before we look at the documentation, let's have a simple look at the fields we got right now. Let's try to use a tree to do this job. And as you can see, they have a lot of stuff there. 722 directories is too many. We need less information. Let's see how can we do it. Tree help. Okay, we can use a property L to define the level, how deep we want to look. Let's here first say 1. Okay, if we say 1, it will be something like this. It's not useful. Let's say 2. Okay, here is 2. First, we got the bin folder or directory. That's the compiled code or executable code, which is the software itself. Then we got the classes. Here we can say hello world scene. We got a scene CPP there. Then we got a Cocos2d. Maybe this is the source code of the Cocos engine, or we can just ignore it because it's something that we cannot change. Then it comes to the Linux build stuff. It seems like it's some code that's out there to help us to build the Linux software, and also the Android it's some boilerplate code for the software to help us compile an Android APK, and also the same to the iOS folder, Linux folder, and Windows folder. So we can all leave those stuff there. We don't have to worry about those things. And then we got the resources. It seems like this is the static fields that we will be using when we create our games. For example, I think definitely the hello world.png is the image that we have seen in the previous video when we compile this game. We can have a look at it. Resources, hello world, we open it. Yeah, this is what we have seen in the last video. So now we have a general idea about this. First, we put our static files into the resources folder. For example, the images, the fonts. Then we build our logics at the classes folder. Especially, I think it's most likely to be in the hello world scene.cpp file. We can have a look at it. Okay, let's get into the classes. Then we open the hello world scene.cpp file, and we can say it's too many files there. So let's just first go to the header field to say what kind of API or functions that we have. Okay, at the first we have a include about the Cocos2d-x header. It is a game engine probably. Then we got a class hello world, which is a main class, I guess. The parent class of the hello world is the game engine scene. Okay. Then we get some public methods. For example, the create scene, the initiate function, a manual close callback, and here's another word, another function, which is called create function. It takes the hello world class, and then it's done. This is all they got. It's quite simple, even though we have no idea how to do changes about it. Then let's go to the CPP file. This is how they define the create scene. It just returns the hello world create. Problem loading. Okay, this is where the error message comes from. We can leave it there. Then it comes to the initiate function. I think this is the main function for this game, which is very important because if you want to change this game, you will start your process from here. If the scene initiator is not true, we return false, which is we get something wrong after the initialize process. Then we get the director, which is quite clear to understand. It's a leader who controls the whole game. For example, we can get an instance, then we can get the visible size, which is the size of that window. Then we get the visible origin. Maybe that's a point of the left up corner. Okay, after that we can add a value with X image, which is collected to create the game. You can modify it. He just create an item by using value item image create with an image close normal.png close selected png, two images there with a callback hello world value close callback. Why he want to do this? I don't know. Let's just rerun the software that we compiled in the previous video, which is my game. Let's run it. Okay, here's the game. If I click the picture at the center, nothing happened. But if I click the button, the right button corner button, if we click this game will be create, will execute. So that's the usage of this button. When we click it, the game create. Okay, now let's go back to the code. Okay, now we know why they wanna do such a binding. It is used to create that game. 3. Add your codes below. Add a label shows hello world. Let's see how they did that. First, a label object or namespace, then comes with the function create with TTF. TTF is a type of font. It's a font type file. So we create a hello world string from by using the font type by using this font with a size of 24. If this label does not equal to non-pointer, that means we get something wrong, because normally it should have something after the variable label. So if we successfully created a label, we can set the position of this label to origin.x plus the visible size width divided by 2. Why we do this? Because this is the center point of the width, or the center point of the width. Then comes with the center point of the height, probably. I have no idea. No, it's not at the center, but yeah, it's not at the center height, but it is indeed at the center width. Then we add this label as a child to this. Do you still remember what the this represented? It represents the main class. I'll show you. Yeah, the hello world class. So we add that label to the parent or to the game itself, so we can see it. We can see that label. Then we create a spirit. I always don't know what the spirit means. We can use we can use the Google Translate to have a look at this sprite. It is called spirit, an elf or fairy. It's a little it's some kind of god, but very small. On the computer graph, it is some little stuff that movable at the screen. Okay, no matter what, we define a spirit. We create it by using an image, hello world.png. If succeed, we set the position of that spirit to the center width and the center height of our game window, which is right at the central point of our window. Then we have to add this child to our to the game itself. We use this .add child. You can think this symbol or this operator as a dot in Python. It is the same. And I think the 0 here probably means it would be at the top of everything. Then it is the manual close callable. If it's been called, it just runs one command, one simple command, which is director get instance end, and all of those stuff. Okay, this is all those source code that we can read from this simple game, and we have learned a lot of stuff. I think probably most the basic stuff that we can have. If we want to learn more about how to make games or how to do game development with this game engine, we will probably have to go to the document of this game engine. Okay, from here we can say here it is his docs. We can connect into it, and this is what we got. So I'll talk about it. I'll talk about this document in the next video, which is I'll try to learn something from it. So this is today's journey. This is today's tutorial. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.